Chapter 2. The Story of the Aeroplane. Wilbur Wright and Orville Wright created history when they invented the first aeroplane. They designed their first aircraft that was a small glider. It was flown as a kite. They arched the tips of the glider's wings slightly to control its balance and movement. To get a better idea, the Wright brothers spent hours observing birds in flight. They noticed that birds soared up in the sky, and the curved surface of their wings helped them move up. Birds changed their shape and flapped their wings to turn and control their speed. The Wright brothers thought that they could use this method and change the shape of the wings of the glider to fly it successfully. Over the next 3 years, the Wright brothers designed many gliders that were flown unmanned or without pilots. They realized that a good control of the flying aircraft was the most difficult problem. But they were not afraid of failure. After a successful glider test, they built and tested a big, full-sized glider at Kitty Hawk in North Carolina. The place was suitable because of its wind, sandy soil, hills, and remote location. In 1900, they were successful in flying a big 50-pound glider with a 17-foot wingspan at Kitty Hawk again, both as unmanned and piloted flights. In fact, it was the first glider having a pilot. They decided to build a bigger and better glider. Their thrill and excitement could not be expressed in words. In 1901, the Wright brothers flew the biggest glider ever flown. It weighed 100 pounds, but many problems occurred. The wings could not lift it high enough, and sometimes the aeroplane spun out of control. They were extremely disappointed, but they soon overcame it. The love for adventure helped them move on. Later, they decided to build a new and improved glider with a tail to make it stable and a wingspan of 32 feet. In 1902, the Wright brothers flew the glider many times. The movable tail of the glider helped to balance the craft. They were happy to be successful. Next, they decided to build a motor-powered aircraft. They designed a motor and a new aircraft. The aircraft weighed 700 pounds and was called the Flyer. The brothers built a downhill track to launch the Flyer. This helped the aircraft to gain a good airspeed to fly. After 2 attempts to fly the machine, one of which was almost a small crash, Orville Wright took the Flyer for a 12-second flight on 17 December 1903. It was the first successful powered flight in history. In 1904, the flight lasted more than 5 minutes. The Flyer was flown by Wilbur Wright.